Good morning. I actually can say Good Friday morning. I hope and I pray that this short devotional will help you to remember, to realize, to celebrate the importance of Good Friday, what it means to all of us, but especially what it means to you and me who've accepted Jesus Christ as our personal Savior. I gotta tell you first that there's one thing that frustrates me a lot in life, and that is called early termination fee. You know, when you pay a penalty because you have broken a contract before the time you promised that you would keep it for. Can someone tell them that if they had done their part, if they had kept their promise, maybe we wouldn't think about canceling this contract and paying the penalty. But wait, what really disturbs me, what really bothers me is when they tell you that it was in the contract. I can say it was hiding in the contract, right? With the smallest letters ever possible to print, that's exactly what was used to print that there is an early termination fee if you cancel the contract. You know what that reminds me of? When Satan comes to Eve and says, you know what? I got something really nice for you. And Eve never thought of it. She didn't catch the phrase in that contract and she signed. Same thing with Adam. Now don't go far. Let's come to today and say and realize, accept that humanity still doesn't catch the phrase. And we still make contracts with Satan believing that his promises are freedom. His promises, his guarantees of happiness, success, the desires of flesh and life, riches of the world, and endless amount of you. It's just a genuine offer that he makes. What he doesn't tell you is the cost. The cost is an eternal spiritual death. He neither tells you that while there is an early termination fee, you will never be able to afford it. It's a life of righteousness. Can you leave one? It was too late. We all messed up, and none of us could afford it. But one, God could afford it. Jesus Christ became the price. He became the sacrifice of our freedom. He paid our early termination fee to bring us into freedom and say, now you are free. Will you love me back? Will we have this God-centered relationship in freedom? Out of freedom, we worship God and we love Him back. Colossians chapter 2, verses 13, 14, we read, and you who were dead in your trespasses, in the uncircumcision of your flesh, God made alive together with Him, having forgiven all of our trespasses, by canceling the record of debt that stood against us with all its legal demands. This He set aside, nailing it to the cross. Did you hear that? Do you realize that? Your early termination fee has been paid in full. All of it, forever, forgiven and forgotten. If you accept this, when you agree with this, Jesus says that sacrifice was for you. That sacrifice was yours, as if you made a sacrifice. And this is why we call a Crucifixion Friday a Good Friday. You know, according to the Gospel of John, Jesus' last words while He was incarnate on this world, He said in John 19:30, He said, "It is finished," which to God it meant, Father, it has been paid in full. And I can imagine the Father's heart being delighted with this. Yet, to Satan, when He said it is finished, it meant, you liar, it has been paid, so there is no more judgment for those who believe in me. So friends, I say, it is finished. It is paid in full. This is why today is a Good Friday.